Good day, everybody. Sean Henderson here, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Rambling edition today. Sam Adams Holiday Porter, 5.8% ABV, 40 IBUs. This is part of their, their limited release, or come out during their holiday season. Winter variety pack. That's Sam Adams does. Boston Beer Company, of course. Technically, it's still winter, even though we're in March now, and we're about to go spring forward, but it is still winter. Hold on. Yeah. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta start being prepared. Literally being prepared. A little more can opener. Dark and robust, says it says in this beer. It's been a little bit of a very gray day, misty. Flavorful beer with a rich malt complexity, robust finish, deep roasted malts complement generous portions of traditional English ale hops, noble hops, and create exceptional deliciousness. Winter brew. Of course, if all their beers that Sam Adams puts out, no matter what, and for all their variety pack, we always know that their namesake beer, of course, Boston Lager, will be in that variety pack. So, I very rarely drink porters. I do like them, but I very rarely drink them now, or whenever I can get them available. And again, like stouts, porters are perfect for the winter season. So I don't mind drinking it during the spring or summer, but I feel it would be better for more of a winter beer than anything. So, here what the beer looks like, as you can see. Not too bad. Doing this outside right now. You smell a feeling of fruit. You smell that darkness, sort of a dark coffee, dark chocolate. Some also has the sense of of a bread, some raisins, and a little, I would say, caramel smell, but got a little bit of a very sweet honey. Almost a candy-like, scent you're getting from this porter. Stouts can be a little more darker, a little more of coffee, more roasted, sort of a semi-sweet chocolate smell you get. Depends on how they prepare the stouts. Almost a toffee or butterscotch. But for this porter, the stouts, a little more full, a little more rich, a little more darker than this. Hot, taste. It has that English ale. Definitely getting the hops in this immediately, but a little burned down taste of a coffee, roasted. But it's good. I had it in the refrigerator, but I took it out, and I actually sat it for well over, and I got distracted. I was doing something. Came back to it, and for about an hour or so, and I said, well, let me go ahead. I don't know if it would be different if it was out of the refrigerator for 20 minutes versus being out of the refrigerator for an hour, maybe 2 hours. But it is very warm. It has a nice warming feeling to it. I think the hops are really coming out even more now since I've had it out for that period of time. is malty, for sure, very malty. Like I said, it has an English ale, sort of a toffee, Toffee, toffee taste. Again, has that sort of those holidays, aromas that you get when you go into a house and you're baking bread or you're making something very like a cake or something. All these scents of spice, cinnamon, ginger, brown sugar, all those aromas that you get immediately when you walk in to a home where someone is baking. Usually around that time, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and when we're all stuffing our faces, all this deliciousness and goodness, especially on the sweet side. So, yes, I've had some of this during this past holiday. I need to get back into shape again. I've been slacking a little bit, quite a bit. So, as I mentioned, Boston Beer Company, of course, Jim Koch, founder, Boston Lager. Of course, that is their well-renowned beer. Distribution is very good for pretty much all Sam Adams beers. I think they recently, I think it was a year ago, merged with Dogfish Head to make them now the largest craft brewery in the United States now. Of course, their Dogfish Head is based in Delaware. Sam Calagione, of course, the founder and CEO of the company. So, I guess with all these mergers, we all know everything's all about reach and all about distribution. I think that's probably going to help Dogfish Head. But getting back to the Boston Beer Company, Jim Koch. My only issue, and I'm sure you see my videos, I mention this, is that look, I love all of his beers, and it's not a knock on him. I think he's a good guy. He says he's a big craft brewer. I just looked at him as probably one of the big boys, right up there with AB, InBev, Carlos Butro, all the guys that run Molson Coors, or Miller Coors, whatever, SAB Miller. I mean, I think he's up in that echelon of folks. The people that run Carlsberg, he's in that top tier, of those guys. He says, "Oh, I'm not down with them. I'm craft all the way." Yeah, but your sales and everything, and how your reach is, and of course your advertising. I think that you're pretty much up there with those guys. That's kind of how I look at it. But it's not a knock on them. I say, hey, more power to you. And all I just say is, hey, keep making some of these beers. Now, I know they've pulled back on some beers that you don't get any longer. I'm trying to think of one that they had that was very popular. I know, I'm trying to think of there were several beers that they put out. I don't know if they still do the Rebel line. I think they still do the Rebel IPA, and the double and whatnot. But there's still some beers that you go on the website that were there are no longer there. Either they stopped making it or for whatever the reason. I don't know. But I think there was not a porter. I think it might have been an IPA that they had done that they discontinued. And then there was another beer that was also popular. I think it was a summer ale. I think they still do the summer ale. Go on the website. Like I said, there were a lot of beers that they've done that they don't do anymore. The reason, popularity, whatever, they just said we're just canceling it altogether. So I'm hoping some of them that maybe some of you probably could tell me what they are. I know there was a pale ale that I think I had from them that was really good. I really enjoyed a lot, but I think that got discontinued. But hey, as long as they keep making good beers, and of course I do love Boston Lager. I think it's one of the best phenomenal Vienna lagers that are out there, in my opinion. It's just my thought on that. So, very good. Good porter. Again, I drink some, but I don't drink a lot of them. So, and again, I think they're made for winter, not for any time of year. But hey, that's just my view. Overall, I'm going to give this beer a B+. So that would be an 85, 8.6, 8.5 score. B+ for the Sam Adams Holiday Porter. I think it's a limited release, and you can get it during the winter months, and part of their variety pack, I'm sure. And try it, see what you think. John Henderson, Pierre of the Beverage Ramble. Continue to keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Porter, porter, porter. Yeah.